Wow. Optimism, they say, is the faith that propels us to making a remarkable achievement in life. And without it, nothing can be done. Another wise man also said that success has many relations, but failure is an orphan. How can we not celebrate our darling Chelsea? Chelsea belongs to the Londoners. And as a Londoner, I just don't have any choice but to celebrate them for disseminating PSG in a remarkable fashion. It is not written in the scripts, not even in the book, that Chelsea, the flattering Chelsea that flattered against Fluminense, was going to disseminate PSG. 24 minutes gone, 2 goals down. 43rd minute, 3 goals. And Luis Enrique just believed that, no, don't worry, this is PSG. We know how to come back. We're going to disseminate this thing. But somehow, it didn't work out for him. Welcome to another fantastic edition of Offside. We're celebrating our fellow Londoners, Chelsea. Chelsea went to the Club World Cup as one of those rookies that you say, bookmakers will say, they're never going to make it from the group stage. But somehow, they kept grinding out results. They lost to Fluminense. They came back strongly and kept playing. And on the final day, Enzo Maresca showed up his prowess as a good tactical know-how coach. Because how would you expect that he would move Reece James to the midfield? And that tactical know-how was the climax that helped nullify the role of Vitinha in that match. Vitinha could not have a hold on the midfield. He just couldn't control it like he used to do, like an orchestra. He tried in the last couple of 5 minutes when he came alive towards, I think about the 60th minutes of the match, played some couple of passes to the left, to the right, to the middle, and somehow Moses Caicedo just snuffed everything. He was playing like a Trojan, or rather he played like a Trojan. And talking about another player that played like a Trojan in that match, give it to Enzo Fernandez. He just brought out that animalistic character that he showed up at the World Cup that made Chelsea splash out the fun on him. He played fantastic. He played so well that I was like looking at a reborn player on Chelsea's side. If he continues that way, then Chelsea's midfield is one that is going to be remarkable in the forthcoming 2025-2026 Premier League season. And who would have ever expected that Sanchez, the flattering Sanchez, would have been the one saving Chelsea? Those 5 point-blank saves that he made stopped PSG from getting their nose into the game. Because if PSG had scored one, they would have ruffled Chelsea. But somehow, hope started fading for Paris Saint-Germain. It kept fading as the clock was ticking away, kept fading. Then talk about Pedro. The only thing I didn't like about João Pedro, is that he has this flagrant way of playing and looking out for referees, unnecessary yellow cards, feigning stops and all. He even did it when Luis Enrique pushed him on the shoulder and the face. Just did that his normal theatrical falling. But he played very well. And talking about playing very well, the poster boy of the match, because prior to the match, it was, what is it called? Palmer and Dembele, they had their photograph as the poster boys of the match. The one out of the two shone like a million stars. So congratulations to Chelsea. We hope that this will show the beginning of good tidings coming to the Blues. You never can tell what's going to happen. But let's hope they'll be able to consolidate. And don't forget that Chelsea has 42 players on loan, and they'll be looking at how they're going to take some of the players like Sterling, put them on the bomb squad, and ask them to, as they wish, leave the club. Now I'm talking about things happening. Chelsea also, we don't understand what they've done to Arsenal, bringing players that have gone past their prime, and every now and then it's like they're using Arsenal as a retirement platform where their players will just come and play for retirement benefits and just leave. We have Peter Cech, he had his nose right there for the job of a director in Chelsea. And we're playing the Europa Cup final. He came, kept for us, did rubbish, and he went back to Chelsea the following year as a sporting director. Oh my goodness, Chelsea. These Chelsea people. Anyways, but this time around, we have a fantastic player coming from Chelsea, Noni Madueke. I'm one of those that is not too grounded with this signing. But one thing you cannot take away from him is that he's an enterprising player, a player that is good on the ball, good off the ball. But the only challenge I have with him is that his ball in the final third is always pathetic. So if you can just have those edges brushed and corrected, he's going to be a formidable player for Arsenal. And this time around, thank God, Arsenal, we did not sign a player that is already on retirement sheet. But this is the player for the future. At 23 years of age, I think if Arsenal is even going to sell him back, we're going to have a resellable value to return back some kind of income to the club. And we'll be saying Noni Madueke is a gunner because before this week rounds off, he will be completing his medical to join Arsenal team for the forthcoming preseason. I'm talking about players that's going to join Arsenal team. Victor Gyökeres, that guy is a phenomenal player. I've not seen a player that is willing, that made up his mind. He just didn't allow anything to affect his attention, his focus. I'm done. I'm ready. I'm done with Sporting Lisbon, and I'm ready to play for Arsenal, whether you like it or not. He took a pay cut, $2 million lost. And when it came to the point of where Sporting Lisbon is standing their ground, talking about standing their ground, Federico Varandas, that guy is a hard nut to crack. He refused to pay the 10% bonus, 10% fee to Victor Gyökeres' agent. But Victor Gyökeres said, don't worry. Is it the 10%? Don't worry. We're letting it go. But Victor Gyökeres is going to become a gunner, whether they like it or not. So the good tidings are coming. I'm talking about the good tidings also. We have another player, Christian Mosquera, having agreed a £13 million transfer fee from Valencia to Arsenal, will be completing his medical this week. And if you can knock that, and then we look out for a very cheesy, then can say, come on, you Gunners. That's exactly the way it's going to be. So let's hope that the good tidings are going to return to Emirates 2025-2026 season. I'm talking about the good tidings. Wow. United are still bidding to get Brian Mbeumo across to Old Trafford. And Brentford is standing their ground. I'm talking about standing their ground. Nottingham Forest also is looking at suing Spurs for talking to Morgan Gibbs because they have an impression, or they have the opinion, that for Tottenham to have come up to the point of bidding something very close within the region of the release clause, it means they've started talking to the player behind them. And so, because of that, Nottingham Forest are arranging their lawyers to file a lawsuit against Tottenham Hotspur because the Morgan Gibbs, the captain of Nottingham Forest, his release clause is within the range of £60 million, and Tottenham Hotspur bidded exactly that. And so, for now, Morgan Gibbs is still a Nottingham Forest player, and he's been mentioned as one of those that have reported to camp for the preseason training. And this has been on this edition of Offside. While we keep on celebrating the Blues, just want to drink my coffee and say, guy, we're going to get it right this time around. London team is brewing for the best, and the London team we support is the Arsenal. Until then, keep it tight. Don't forget to share, to like, to subscribe on Offside.